So this video was a long time coming. I got my supported creator code recently, 2 years after my first application, which I'll get into that story in a second, but it's going to be satisfying to be able to finally say this. If you guys still play Fortnite and care to support my previous work, feel free to use the creator code GedYT in the Fortnite Item Shop. I don't even know how much it pays. I think I still need to verify some personal information before I figure all that out. But honestly, it just feels good to finally have my own code. Granted, I likely lost out on a ton of money being denied my first application, because that was back when I actually had a following and influence. But hey, money isn't even my primary interest in this code, but I'll explain that later as well. I haven't actually been able to find the exact date because everything creator code related is about supported creator 2.0, but I know it was at least before December of 2018 that I had applied for their first round of creator codes, because I remember I jokingly tweeted at Epic Games begging for one in December of that year after I was already denied. So I made some videos that Epic Games probably wasn't very happy about leading up to my application, but nothing that would absolve my eligibility in their program, or so I thought. Okay, so a little bit of a break in the script here. While I was writing my script, I wanted to quote Epic Games word for word just to be accurate, and I stumbled across their Creator Code 2.0 guidelines, and this actually got a bit interesting to me. I was going to go through a list of their policies and explain how they don't apply to me, and I found that this was updated, and they've conveniently omitted the specific policy that I believe could have been used to deny me from the program. Fortunately though, when I was making a Sea of Thieves video like 2 years ago, I screenshotted the specific policy and said the following. Now I want to be clear that this is constructive criticism, and I'm only about to say these things because I wish to see the product improve according to my own subjective standard. Epic Games seems to struggle with this concept and leaves me to assume it's for toxic or hateful content. It's not toxic and hateful to say things you don't like. It's not toxic and hateful to go against the bubble these streamers have put you in. I was specifically told in the very short email they sent me that they appreciate my application, but I didn't meet the requirements. Then, as an explanation, they directed me to their old guidelines, which is very similar to their 2.0 guidelines. However, you cannot find this word anywhere on their supported creator guidelines or their content guidelines. And it was the one word that I believe was used to block me out of the creator program, because there is no objective standard for toxic behavior. I can't remember every other policy, but I do remember that they were quite clear. Things like don't promote gambling, don't cheat in Fortnite, don't dox people. Very easily defined parameters. Something like toxic behavior is open to interpretation. They might consider this type of video toxic, and I've certainly been called toxic for constructive criticism. I've been called a Fortnite hater, a troll, things like that. Others view me the opposite way. So who is right in that situation, and should that determine if my application is rejected or accepted? That is my issue. There is no one answer. Regardless, I believe that one word was used as a tool to block out people not willing to pat them on the back, which I fully support a private company's ability to do that. I just believe that they should be honest about it. So as for Creator Code 1.0, I was denied due to Epic Games considering me toxic, but I still disagree. I'm not too familiar with the Wayback Machine, and I'm sure you could find their old policies with it. My denied application used to take me to the Creator Code 1.0 guidelines, and now they take me to the 2.0 guidelines, so that would likely be the link that you use to search the archives if you wanted to look. If anyone does manage to find that though, feel free to send that in my Discord. I'm curious as to what everything on that page said. To wrap up my 1.0 story, I'm confident someone at Epic realized that toxicity wasn't really a consistent standard, so when making the 2.0 guidelines, they just took it out. It still kind of sucks that that policy was used against me back when my channel was actually doing numbers. So after finding out like a week ago that they launched Supported Creator 2.0, I decided to fill out another application because I was curious if I was still on Epic's shit list. And to my surprise, I was actually accepted, which is just remarkable to me because my views are still exactly the same. I still agree with every video I've made. Those videos are still up, but I was accepted anyway. So I think it's fair to suggest that they had bad policy the first time around and they just realized that. So I'm sure people who are more familiar with my views understand that I haven't really played Fortnite seriously since like Season 5. I only played after that to cover certain topics for YouTube. Other than that, I didn't care for the game, and for the most part, I still don't. So I'm sure you're asking, why on earth would I pursue a creator code? Well, the main reason I did it was because I've spent hundreds of hours in creative mode just building stuff, and I want to publish it. I think it's a little bit overkill to require people to have a fan base, to have a following before you can share your creative maps, but that's their current system right now, so I needed the code. In creative mode, I've built some pretty difficult co-op challenge maps, and I think it'd be cool to have more than just myself play it, so I wanted to publish these maps and see what I could do with them. That is the main reason I wanted the code. So after I got it, I thought I was safe. But actually, while making this video, I discovered that if I don't meet a $100 yearly quota, I'm kicked out of the program, which kind of sucks because now I need to ask you guys to actually use my code when buying stuff in Fortnite, but that's only because I want the ability to publish my maps. So again, if you wish to sustain my creative freedom, please use the code GedYT in the item shop when buying stuff. It doesn't take away from your purchase, you can still get everything you pay for. Epic Games just slides a little bit of cash my way if you use that code when buying V-Bucks or other packs. I actually don't even know what all supports me. All I do know is that I am forced to make $100 at least, or I'm kicked out of the program and lose access to publish creative maps. I think you guys will like this, however, because that means I need to start making Fortnite content again. I need to promote that code to keep it alive, and maybe once I hit the $100 quota, I'll stop. But don't think I'm only coming back to promote that code. I've recently been getting involved in my Discord, general chat, and honestly, I just kind of miss how active it used to be. There was a lot of opportunities I didn't explore and a lot of things I've learned in the past 2 years. As I've grown up, I'm wanting to be more and more independent, which means getting some sort of financial stability in my life, and YouTube definitely provided that. Maybe one day I can rekindle what I once had, but it starts with reminding everyone of who I am first. I can't expect this video to do well, but maybe if I hop right back into the type of content that 80,000 of you subscribed for, maybe it won't be too bad of a grind to get back where I was again. It was definitely something I took for granted, and I know that if I'm ever lucky enough to reach that again, I'd do things a lot smarter. So there isn't much left to talk about. I definitely want you to join my Discord and talk to me. Feel free to ask me any questions in there, and I'm going to try and be a lot more active in there. Maybe I'll hop in voice chat and just chill with my fans in my spare time, who knows. If you aren't subscribed and happen to find this video somewhere, feel free to subscribe. I was really close to 100k and then I just kind of disappeared, killing that opportunity. I lost out on my little creator check mark next to my name. Anyways, I appreciate anyone who's made it to the end of this. Remember to put that creator code in. It'll take a couple of seconds if you're already in game. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon in my Discord. Peace out, everybody.